All right, we're taking a look at a classic blues standard by the great Kenny Burrell. It's in the key of C, blues. Right. And what we're going to do today is take the head and learn how to play it in octaves. Now, this head works really well because it's a nice simple head, nice memorable head. So let's play the head to begin with in the region that we're going to learn this. Okay, so that's the head. You can find this chart on in the real book, which you should have, or I think you could probably find it online too. Okay, so now what we want to do to play this head in octaves is we want to play it with our first finger only. Right, I'll just do that first phrase. So I'm just doing that with index finger, finger one. Then we lock in our third finger, right? And we have the finger one and finger three, a fret apart, right? A fret in the middle of the two, and a string apart. And that gives us an octave. And then just look at your first finger. Just track your first finger with your eyeballs. I'll do this slowly. Okay, let's do that one more time. I'll slow it down even more. Now, once you feel comfortable with doing that, then you can start adding the chord shots. You get the idea, right? Now, yeah. So what this session is about is basically taking a look at one tune that's a really good tune to play octaves with. There are obviously many others as well. I'd also advise you to try breaking down the fretboard in the blues scale, right? So we can do it, for instance. And then try that with octaves. Try swinging them. And we can take another region of the fretboard. Right, and it again. Yeah, kind of idea. And then let's just briefly, your right hand. There's several approaches that you can use playing octaves with your right hand. One of them you can play with a pick. Some people would say, it's a little harsh with your pick. I don't feel that way. It all depends on how you learn to attack. The great Wes Montgomery used his thumb. right, which gives you a very dark sound. And you can do that. I normally use a pick with a middle finger. Right. You get the idea. And if you play in a finger style, you could get rid of the pick and right. Yeah, yeah, you can try that too. It depends on what you feel comfortable with as far as your right hand is concerned. But the important thing that I want to get across here today is playing in that octave style doesn't have to be a huge mystery, right? And I just remembered I forgot one thing. When you're on the bottom four strings, the shape is like this. When you're on the top four strings, the shape is like this with because of the tuning of the instrument. So we're two frets in between, right? You get the idea? One fret between, two frets between. And then take what you've learned there and start to work them through the blues scale. And you can do that all over the fretboard. Okay, that's a little bit of octave, octave stuff. Playing lines in octaves. Lots of great tunes that you can do that with. One that comes to mind is Sunny. Another one that comes to mind is Summertime. Those simple, almost pentatonic type melodies or bluesy kind of melodies just really lend themselves beautifully to playing in the octave style. Okay, and that's about it for today. Like, subscribe, that all helps. Comment, if this helped you in any way, gave you some insight, let me know. Comments are super important because, it's like, as I've said before, I'm just looking at a camera and there's no human beings. I don't know if there are any on the other end. Are there any out there? Okay. Yeah, so that's about it. Talking about octaves and Chitlins con Carne and the great Kenny Burrell off his Midnight Blue album with the also great Stanley Turrentine on tenor sax. Okay, great. Thanks. See you soon.